Hey guys, thank you so much for your interest in what we are doing with the Gospel Encounter Crusades here in Southern Illinois. I cannot wait to be able to see all of the awesome testimonies and awesome stories of what is going to happen about all these people getting saved. So, my name is Daniel Nally, and I'm the founder of Gospel Encounter. And God has given us a vision to go to all 33 counties in Southern Illinois. And what we will be doing is we will be going to public parks in each county, and we will be basically setting up an outdoor service. So what does this look like? Basically, this looks like us getting there early with a team of people, and us going and canvassing neighborhoods and canvassing the town and inviting last minute people to come and to participate in the event that evening. And then the event that evening, we'll have a worship leader who will be leading worship, or a worship band. And then I will have a cross on stage with me, and I will be preaching about the cross of Jesus Christ. And I'll be sharing my own personal testimony about how Jesus Christ has changed me and how He's forgiven me and how He has made me brand new. Then we'll also have other powerful testimonies of different people throughout the 33 counties that will be sharing their powerful testimonies of how Jesus Christ has changed them and transformed them by the renewing of their minds. And so there's a couple ways that you can get involved. Number one is we need churches in these communities to partner with us. We call these host churches. Now, we're not asking churches to host us at their location just yet, because we want to keep these in the public eye. We want to go to where the people are. We don't want to be tucked away under a building inside somewhere. And so our host churches, basically, they come alongside us and they are helping promote this event. They're helping bring in the people before we even get there by telling them about it, by telling their friends and their family and their acquaintances, and bringing the lost to the event. So that is very, very important. If you are a church and in one of these towns that we will be at, please, please, please pray about partnering with us in this way by helping us promote this and by bringing the lost and just the prodigals to this event, okay? And so then the other thing is maybe you want to show up that day and not just show up and hear my testimony and hear some worship, but maybe you want to show up and do something. We have a church, for example, that said we like to show up and just throughout the day have a little booth and do some face painting out there. Man, that's awesome. We would love that. That would be a really good thing, and it would attract some people. So maybe something like that. You would like to show up and have a booth and do face painting. We have another church at one of our locations. They said we're going to show up with 500 bottles of water and we'll have them on ice, and we'll just give out free bottles of water. Then we've had another church say, we're going to cook, 500 hot dogs, and we're going to provide potato chips, and we'll show up with Gatorades and water and soda, and we will just bless you guys, and we'll cook for this event. And man, that is awesome. Another example of how a church is partnering with us at one of these events is one that is in August in Belleville, Illinois. And they decided, since it was close to being back to school, that they would provide free backpacks filled with school supplies to give for free to families. And then also, to top it off, they're going to be partnering with a local food pantry to give out lots of food that day right there at the park. So those are some awesome, generous, creative ways that we can draw in a crowd of people by loving on them and also getting them there to experience the life-changing message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So maybe there's some ideas like that you would like to partner with us on these days. The main thing that we ask when we're partnering with host churches like this is that you take stewardship of this area, because me and my team will primarily be focused that day on preaching the gospel and of canvassing the neighborhoods and of setting up and tearing down. So we want other things to be there. We want your creative ideas, but we just ask that you take ownership of that, and that becomes your little ministry baby. And so contact us and let us know if you would like to partner in that way. The other way is this. We need churches that are going to be able to help follow up with these new believers. While me and my team will leave your town, you are going to stay there. And we're believing that there's going to be tons of souls saved and people born into God's kingdom, and they are going to need to be discipled. While we will each make sure that everyone who makes commitments to Jesus Christ fills out just a contact card so that we can stay in contact with them, get them new believers resources. And that's important, but they're not going to come with me 2-3 hours away from your town. They're going to live right there, and they're going to need you and your church to minister to them over the long haul. And so then the other thing is simple. We're going to need people who will pray with people at the event, who will get there early with our teams and who go and just canvass the neighborhoods. And so we have a list, and you can look down below at the list of places we will be at and when we will be there. And so contact us and let's work together. The sooner, the better. And I cannot wait to be there with you, partnering with you, and just going all in. And finally, the last thing is we're going to need new discipleship resources. We're going to need physical Bibles to give out. We're going to need new believer resources. And we already have things that God has put in our heart that we know are good, solid biblical resources. So if you would like to donate to that to help fund giving these new believer resources to people, you can also do that on this website at gospelencounter.com. And guys, thank you so much for partnering with us. Thank you for coming and laboring with us. And thank you for promoting this and getting excited. I love to see God's people come together, because when we do, we can accomplish so much. Guys, God bless you, and I cannot wait to see you at these crusades.